rat rods, custom cars, and lots of burnouts this weekend at the 10th annual High Plains Riot. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, it was one for the record books as the 10th annual High Plains Riot took over the Scottsbluff County Fairgrounds this past weekend in Mitchell. Event organizer Jeremiah Gardner says this event is primarily known for custom-built rat rods, but says that just scratches the surface of what's actually showcased.
Well, you know, everybody has their terms for everything. There's show cars, there's vehicles that people have put a lot of time and money in, and we love those. And so we love showing those off as well. At our show, I think our show kind of got pigeonholed as this rat rod show, which, yes, it's heavily inundated with rats, but we love all sorts. I mean, we get lowriders coming in from Denver and all over. We get shiners, we get muscle cars, custom hot rods, beautiful, beautiful show cars, and we love to showcase them inside, protected from the sun and the weather, and it's a little cooler environment or whatever. And then our dirties are just, all the rats, the hot rods that are in that state of being unfinished, just people that just drive the tar out of them, and it's not so much for the show. And like I said earlier, it's not so much that these guys want to be at a car show, and that's why we really don't even call it a car show anymore. We don't have classes. We don't have all the things that you would usually find. But I think it's very important for the community to be able to see these machines that we build. Yeah. And this is that one time where they'll stop moving for a while, where the community can come out and actually check them out.
Gearheads from roughly 20 states were represented, and this year's event was the first week-long High Plains Riot that featured lots of cruises around the Panhandle to some of the more iconic locations in western Nebraska. Well, it was a busy Saturday morning behind Scottsbluff's Main Street Market as Keep Scottsbluff Gering Beautiful hosted its annual Hazardous Household Waste Collection. Director Cassidy Baum says for a $5 donation, residents could bring any hazardous household waste, including lawn and garden chemicals, stains, varnishes, pretty much anything that should not wind up in our landfills or down storm drains. She says Clean Harbors in Kimball was on hand and is a great partner for an event like this.
Yeah, so they are the ones that provide the disposal of all of this material, and the chemists who, will make sure that it's something they can take. Just a lot of it is the transportation safety issues, that they have the right materials to put it in and haul it where it needs to go.
Baum says the next big event for Keep Scottsbluff Gering Beautiful will be their October pharmaceutical take-back. Well, coming up after the break, Bill Boyer's in with your full week forecast. I love that. Right after the break here on KNEB.TV News.
At Platte Valley Bank, we believe it shouldn't cost you money to access your money. That's why we offer free ATMs anytime, anywhere. Whether you are across town or traveling abroad, there won't be an added expense to access the funds in your Platte Valley Bank account. Free ATMs are just one of the great benefits of banking with us. Stop by to talk to one of our friendly associates to discuss what else Platte Valley Bank has to offer.
It's that ducky time of year again. The 24th Annual United Way of Western Nebraska Rubber Duck Draw is Saturday, September 18th at the 18th Street Plaza in downtown Scottsbluff. Grand prize is a 2021 Toyota RAV4 from Team Auto Center. Second place, a 2021 Honda Pioneer 520 side-by-side from Sandberg Honda, plus 38 other exciting prizes. Adopt your duck today for just $10 at Team Auto Center, First State Bank, Main Street Market, the United Way office, or online this year at uwwn.org/duck.
New looks and new decor can be found at Compliments for You and Your Home. Check out the newest styles from Tribal, Charlie B, Ethel, and more. Compliments also has the shoes, purses, and jewelry for any occasion. Plus, right now, get 20% off all clearance apparel. While here, take a look at our solar lights and felt birdhouses. Finally, visit our newest addition, Katie Chandler and her salon. All this at Compliments for You and Your Home, 1708 Broadway, downtown Scottsbluff.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Well, as we look across the region, we're going to be dealing with partly to mostly cloudy skies, clearing out as we get later on through the overnight hours into early morning tomorrow, and really a very nice day coming our way tomorrow. It's going to remain sunny, smoky at times. Temps are still going to be above normal. We don't have much in the way of rain chances. Generally, a very typical late summer pattern here. 91 yesterday after a morning low of 56. Those were pretty close to normal. Nothing in the rain gauge yesterday. We're now 0.6 plus below normal for the month and 2¼ inches below normal for the year. 80s and 90s across the Panhandle in southeastern Wyoming. 91 in Mullen. It's 88 in Lusk, 84 in Cheyenne. Winds out of the west-southwest at 5 to 15 miles an hour. Severe weather threat confined here to our area and points to the east. We have a marginal risk of severe storms in central and eastern portions of the Panhandle, a better risk of severe weather up in north-central portions of Nebraska, south into portions of southern South Dakota. That is some areas that we're looking at a severe weather threat there for tonight. Now for tomorrow, that shifts further to the east and away from us. And on Wednesday, a marginal risk of severe storms try to sneak back in again. It's mainly we're just looking at quiet weather conditions and only isolated thunderstorm chances at best. Getting on that bus tomorrow, we're going to be in the mid and upper 50s on the way home. In the 90s, a little toasty out there as we go across the area. Again, isolated thunderstorm chance at best will clear out. We'll call it partly cloudy when we average everything together overnight, and lows that are going to fall down into the 50s again. Very comfortable conditions out there. A few low to mid 60s. Tomorrow we're going to have a mostly sunny day all the way around. Not much in the way of cloud cover. Very little, if any, thunderstorm activity tomorrow. That should be confined east of us. Again, a few late day clouds are going to try to build up and push across the area. That is about it. Quiet weather conditions otherwise. And high temperatures tomorrow deep into the 90s for many of us, as will remain quite warm. Temps going to fluctuate up and down a little bit. All in all, going to remain pretty hot out there, though, over the next 7 days. 57 tonight and partly cloudy skies tomorrow. Going to be mostly sunny. We're going into the mid-90s. A touch cooler for Wednesday, only about 90 or so. Cloudier skies as we go into Thursday, maybe in the upper 80s. Low 90s Friday, Saturday. Back into the mid-80s Sunday and low 90s again Monday. So we warm up a couple, cool down for a couple, and back and forth as we go over the next 7 days.
Why settle for Wi-Fi that just usually works? Why settle for customer service that's subpar? Why settle for service that's outdated? You don't have to. Settle for more with Allo, the faster, more reliable internet experience that's built for the way you use all your devices. For answers, visit us at allofiber.com/switch today. Allo, settle for more.
My name is Angela and I'm with Langer Industrial Services. There's a huge technology part in metal, just with all the programs we use, running the scale and paying people, all the software. He does 24/7 ransomware monitoring, making sure the programs run smoothly, making sure everything's running properly. So it's nice to have Jeremy there to call when things go wrong. He's always there right away. He's, within 30 minutes he shows up.
ERH Technology Solutions, we make technology work for you. Welcome back. A Scottsbluff man convicted on felony charges for a stabbing in March will spend several years behind bars. Scottsbluff County District Judge Leo Dobrovonly on Friday sentenced Dakota James Lee to not less than 2 years, nor more than 4 years on each charge of second-degree assault and use of a deadly weapon to commit a felony. Earlier this month, Lee pleaded no contest to the charges in exchange for a plea deal which dropped 2 additional felonies plus 2 misdemeanors and an infraction. The 27-year-old was given 167 days credit for time served on the first charge, and the sentence for the second charge was ordered to be served consecutively. Well, 3 people were injured Saturday afternoon in a 2-vehicle collision at the intersection of Avenue B and Highway 26 in Scottsbluff. Police say 62-year-old Mark Bowles of Tennessee was southbound and failed to stop at the light and was struck by a westbound vehicle driven by 30-year-old Alex Gines of Alliance. He and 2 juvenile passengers were transported to Regional West for treatment of minor injuries. Bowles was issued a citation and both vehicles were total losses. Authorities say the intersection of Avenue B and Highway 26 was closed for approximately 1 hour. And preliminary employment statistics say Nebraska had the lowest unemployment rate in the nation in July at 2.3%. That matches the lowest rate on record, which was achieved April through August of 1990, and again from October 1997 to February the following year, according to a release from the governor's office. The employment to population ratio is also tops in the country at 66.8%, while labor force participation was 68.4%, third in the nation behind North and South Dakota. Governor Pete Ricketts says Nebraskans are powering our current economic boom, and there are great opportunities for people of all backgrounds. Well, coming back from the break, the high school sports season is underway. Chris Cottrell with the latest from the sports desk right after this.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
In boots, new and old, you've walked the rows of life, a fence length of time. You fought the floods, snow, and sweltering heat, and lifted breathing and settled pain. With a smile and a cry, you've strengthened your community and future generations. Sometimes with nothing to say, often can't say enough. Like, let me do it again.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
Time to get into some fall sports for today's update from right here at the desk. There was plenty of prep softball over the weekend, with Scottsbluff and Gering combining for a 7-1 record in games away from home. The Bearcats went 4-0, including winning the Lexington Invite on Saturday. They scored double-digit runs in every game. A trip to state this year, the goal for the Bearcats. So head coach Dan Fox hoping his team can maintain this top level of play on a day-to-day basis.
Just being consistent, and not losing focus what we're trying to do. We talk about that actually in conditioning this year. We talked about it last week about our practices have to be intense. When we go out there, we just can't relax. We just got to go out there and compete. And if we do that, I think we'll be playing at a high level at the end of the season too.
Scottsbluff playing a varsity JV doubleheader today at Sterling, Colorado. On Thursday, it's Scottsbluff hosting Gering, and we'll have that one right here on KNEB.TV. Gering, they'll play an early week doubleheader coming up tomorrow at home against Hershey. Gering went 3-1 in road games at North Platte and Aurora to open their season this past week. Coach Zach Ostergaard opened up about the type of offense he expects to bring to the park this year.
We're just going to try to hit for average. The home runs will come if they come, but we have girls that can go gap to gap. We have girls with speed, so if they put it in play, get on the bases, I think we can cause a lot of chaos.
Plenty of softball here in the opening days of the school year already for both those squads. Tomorrow, girls golf teams from across the region will tee it up for the first time this season. That'll be at the Sydney Invite. Scottsbluff, the defending Class B state champions, led by junior and returning state champ Anna Kelly.
feel like I need to shoot low for my team, and if I happen to shoot low enough to win another state championship, then I guess I win another one. But my team comes first, obviously. Me and Nayeli are coming back, so if we can shoot low, we have a couple more beginners who can probably get in the 90s, so I just think that we can win another state championship.
A key loss off the roster for Scottsbluff is senior Emily Shanowski, one of the top players in all of Class B. Shanowski transferred over to Gering for her senior year, giving the Bulldogs a top-of-the-line player on their roster. And we'll finish today with WNCC Volleyball. They found a mixed bag to open their season over the weekend in Council Bluffs, Iowa. The Cougars finished with a 2-2 mark. The marquee win coming against number 4 Utah State Eastern. They had their scheduled match with number 1 and defending national champ Iowa Western wiped out by COVID. The Cougars playing on the road again this week starting Thursday with a 3-day stop in Riverton, Wyoming. That is the latest today from right here at the FNBO TV Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell. Ryan's back with more right after this.
When you call Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, you will have options. Repair it, rebuild it, or update it. Whether your furnace stops working or your bathtub won't drain, Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating provides the services you need to be comfortable. Weekends, holidays, or late nights, we will be there. With over 30 years of service, our certified technicians and cutting-edge technology can keep your systems running at their peak efficiency. Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, every time we enter your home, we leave it a better place to live.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Dusty Tuckness. He's the GOAT, the greatest bullfighter of all time. Dusty can't just wing it. He trains, he prepares. He's real smart and real tough. At Renewal by Anderson, we honor people like Dusty Tuckness. Good people who do great things. Renewal by Anderson is proud to sponsor Dusty Tuckness, the greatest of all time, the GOAT, who would never put up with any bull.
What a year 2020 was. Now's the time to get out and travel this summer to see family and friends you were not able to see this last year. Spend more time enjoying your trip by flying United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with daily flights to and from Denver. Reserve your flight today and remember United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. And don't forget, Thrifty Car Rental is here for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and hitch a ride with your BFF, Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
At Platte Valley Bank, we realize the way people want to bank in the future may be different than it has been. As comfort levels and desires vary by person, banking may be different for some, yet not for others. We offer the best of both worlds, a traditional banking experience with our friendly tellers and an online or mobile banking option with features that you can personalize and utilize anytime, anywhere you go. So you can bank how you want, when you want, and from where you want to. Platte Valley Bank.
And finally tonight, Gering High School's new Aviation Pathway has taken flight with 66 students enrolled during the introductory year. Retired Navy Top Gun fighter pilot Lance Weiss is the program's instructor and tells KNB News their vision for the program will be threefold.
Year, and as Jen said, it's focused around kind of three main branches of aviation, but this is like a year one foundation trying to introduce the community to these kids and focus on drones and the growing industry that has been. It's crazy how fast that's coming on. And then the pilot community and career, which is facing a lot of shortages as we hear about in the news. So
43 of the students had the opportunity for some hands-on aviation experience Saturday morning when local pilots with the EAA Chapter 608 donated free introductory Young Eagle flights at Western Nebraska Regional Airport. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.